Once we have successfully installed TypeScript, we can check it by typing TSC, that is TypeScript compiler, with -h option or just TSC. This will ensure that you have successfully installed TypeScript. After doing that, we can create a sample file, let's call it as sample.ts, and to run that file or compile that file, we can make use of tsc command. As you can see here, tsc, then a space with the file name, and if we have multiple files, we can specify the name one after the other separated by space. So here you can see we have tsc, then 1, 2 and many .ts file. You can also combine multiple files into one JavaScript file, like we have tsc sample.ts 1.ts, and then we specify it with the out directive, which will output the contents of sample.ts and 1.ts, converting them to JavaScript file and naming it as typeapp.js. We can also keep a watch on a given file which we are working on, and every time we save it, it will be automatically compiled by TypeScript compiler if we include the watch tag at the end, as you can see. So whenever we run this command tsc sample.ts, it will automatically generate the relevant JavaScript file. Now let's go ahead and check these out in our command prompt. Here you can see that in the background we have created two TypeScript files, 1.ts and sample.ts. Please make a note that these two files are not empty at all. They do contain some JavaScript functions, sample JavaScript functions. If I open one of them, you'll be able to see it. Here you can see sample.ts is just containing a JavaScript function called greet, and 1.ts is having hello world. Now once we have these files created, we can go ahead and make use of TypeScript compiler. So here I'll say tsc sample.ts. If the files are empty and you try to run this command, it will throw an error saying that file not found, error reading file. That kind of error message you will receive if these TypeScript files are empty. So entering tsc and then sample.ts, here you can see that in the background it has created sample.js file. Similarly, if I have to compile multiple files, I can say sample.ts and 1.ts, and this way it will generate sample.js and 1.js. If I have to combine 2 or 3 files together, I can make use of tsc compiler and say sample.ts 1.ts, then I'll have the out tag and then the name of the file, let's say sample1.js, and press enter. You can see that a sample1.js has been created, and here you can see the contents of both these files coming up in one file. Now if we have multiple files, we cannot go ahead and type one after the other like we are doing over here, because we just have 2 files. If we have more than 2, 3, 4 or a number of files, what we can do is we can just create a text file, and that text file will contain all the names of TypeScript files. For instance, if we have it over here, we can say over here, you can see that we are saying that move all the TypeScript files even in the subdirectories. That's why we are having this \s, and then we are moving all the files to this tsfiles.txt. Now there is a trick to this. Once we have all the files in this file that gets created, you can see this over here, tsfiles.txt, just open it up, and all you need to do is, because you are running the command from the current directory ts, so just remove all these and just have the names only, 1.ts and sample.ts. Save this, and once that's done, you can simply go ahead and say tsc then @ts dash files.txt and specify the output tag and give it a name, sample2.js, and press enter, and you can see sample2.js gets created over here. Let's open it up, and there you go. So that way you can also compile multiple files by a single command. In the upcoming lectures, we'll see which editors we will be making use of for creating TypeScript files.